fuck. I'm always been like, you know what I mean, tall and lanky type. So you know what I'm saying. But now I done put on a little bit of, you know what I mean. I'm putting on a little bit of weight on that thing. So you
So
feel me. But but now
so
shit. What's the name? Blaze had asked, was he rolling 20s?
yeah, and I used to diss him. I used to say Twinkie, and he would get mad.
You see, well, there's your answer. Um,
And I did at the time because I was a kid. I didn't know how disrespectful that was, and that a lot of people died over saying that. And I regret doing that to him because it really upset him, and it took all of his strength not to do something to me because he had other, there's other kids from other gangs that are there, and if you disrespect somebody, you got to handle it.
oh
And
shit.
he never did anything to me because he was my friend from Long Beach.
No shit. That's fucking wild.
So he was
Yeah.
torn from either beating my ass or letting it go. So he was never really happy with me after that.
I remember. So all right. So now you know, being as though I love music and hip hop and stuff. Like, when did when did like music come into your life type? You know what I'm saying? Like with everything that you was going through, boys home after boys home and all that stuff. Like did music play a role in your life at all at that
Like,
time?
I was listening to rap before my grandmother passed. My first album that my grandma got me, um, we went to the record store and I asked for it, was Young MC, Bust the Move album. I don't know if you know who Young MC is, but he's a
No.
clean rapper. He doesn't curse in his lyrics.
Okay.
And because of that, my grandma, she said, okay, she get it from me. But at that same time, my brother being 7 years older, he was in the culture already. And he already had a bunch of albums. And when I was, I think, 7 or 8, I went into his room and I picked up an album. And this album said, uh, strictly for my niggas. And he was like, huh? Strictly for
Hey,
my night. Like,
yo,
he pulled me
that is
over.
funny.
He pulled me over to the side and he's like, no, it says this. Don't say it though. You can't be saying that. This is only for them. You cannot say, you can't say that word. You're gonna get beat up or even worse. Don't ever say that. And he was right. I don't, you know what I mean? It's not a good word. Even if your friends accept you to say that word, still don't say it because you can say it in the wrong company and bad things happen to you. So I try not to say it. And if I do slip up, I do apologize.
That is hilarious. I mean, yeah, I don't even know on that one.
And
Yo,
so
but that story is fucking hilarious, though.
so at this time, my brother, he's listening to all the rap. He's listening to Tupac. He's listening to Bone Thugs. He's listening to Ice Cube, all the West Coast stuff. And I have to listen to it because I like being in the room with him playing Nintendo and Super Nintendo. And I can't really do that in the living room. My grandmother wouldn't allow it, and so my grandma had a room, my brother had a room, and then I had the living room pretty much. I had like a couch, a little love seat, and so I ended up taking that into my brother's room and go play, and I moved back and forth every day and just picked that motherfucker up. And that's when I realized that maybe I am a little bit more than just what people say, that I'm not so small. You know what I mean? Because I got a little bit of weight. You know what I mean? I'm not little.
Nah, for sure. Look.
You know what I mean? So I would put my couch in there and I play video games, and my brother would be listening to all the new rap albums. And I don't know if it was his friend named Kwame that was putting them up. Rest in peace, Kwame. He ended up dying from he ended up getting shot from gang related violence, and he died. And he's a nephew of Charles Barkley.
Damn.
And the reason why I know this is because I have pictures. My family has pictures of him with Charles Barkley and his family. And I'm like, why do we have these pictures? When my grandma passed, we packing everything up, pulling everything out. I find a box of photos. I'm going through it, and I find photos of Kwame and his parents, and it looks like Charles Barkley.
Word
And my brother
shit.
said, "Yeah, that's Kwame."